Hi guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Depends on your location. You're highly welcome back to Eminence Stitches channel. Today we are sharing a tutorial on how to cut a princess darts. A princess darts. And I'm using this African print to cut my princess darts bustier. My princess darts peplum. It's going to be a peplum top. And I'm using 2 yards fabric, which I think it will be okay. Depends on your stature. You understand? It depends on your stature. Here is the 2 inches for the zip allowance. I've cut my half length. I've cut 16 inches for my half length. Then here is the back, while the upper side is the front. Then this is the zip allowance. The next thing I will be doing, I will insert. Shall we rule a line for that? This is my guideline. So on my guideline now, I'll be inserting my vertical measurement. Here is my chest line, then my waist, my bust point here. So now we extend all these lines. I don't need to extend this one towards the side part since I'm not using it that place. So I'm done with that. The next thing now, I'll be inserting my measurements, my horizontal measurements. My back is 7.5 inches. That is 15 inches divided by 2, 7.5. So I will insert same measurement on my shoulder to my chest line. That is still 15 inches divided by 2. That is 7.5 inches. Then I will connect it together. That's it. So on this line, I'll be coming down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then 0.5 for sewing allowance. On my chest line, I'll be inserting my bust measurement. The bust measurement I'm working with 38. 38 divided by 4 will give me 9.5 inches. Yeah, I'm marking it here, plus 2 inches for sewing allowance. Then on this line, on my bust line, I will insert my bust measurement as well. That is 38 divided by 4, still 9.5 inches, plus 2 inches for stitching for sewing allowance. Then on my waistline here, this is my waistline, I'll be inserting my waist measurements. My waist circumference measurement is 34. 34 divided by 4, it will give me 8.5. Here I'm marking it, plus 3 inches. The reason why I'm adding 3 inches to the waistline is because I need 1 inch for that, for my darts, then 2 inches for my sewing allowance. So the next thing now is to determine my armhole. To determine my armhole, I will just place my tape measure on this line, the first place that indicates for my measurements before adding sewing allowance. Just place it like this. Then you measure it upward towards your shoulder slope line, the one I marked here. That is 10. So to indicate the middle, just place your tape measure on it. Whatever you get, just mark it here. Here is the middle. So on this middle line, I'll be going inward by 3/4. Inward by 3/4. I've marked my 3/4 here. Then the next thing, I will connect my hammer. So this for the back hammer. This for the back hammer. Then for the front hammer, this is for the front hammer. Why this one is for the back hammer. Gently cuff you can use your hand as well, because I do use my hands as well. So the next thing now, I'll be marking my neck width. My neck width is 3.5. I've marked it. Then my neck depth for the back, I'll be using 2 inches, which is okay. Then for the front, I'll be using 4 inches to make my round neck. Then I'll just draw a kind of triangle here, a rectangle here. Just draw a kind of rectangle here. Then I'll place my cuff ruler to cuff it, which I'm doing. So for the back, this for the back, why this is for the front. So the next thing I'll be cutting out now to determine my princess darts. will just start from here, from my chest line. My nipple to nipple is 7.5, so plus sewing allowance I'll be using 4 inches. So here now I will mark down my 4 inches, then I will mark it on my waistline, then I will connect it together to cut my princess dart. So I've connected that 4 inches up to this way. Then this free quarter that we came in by on this half of our armhole, we are going to connect it to our bust point. We are going to connect it to our bust point. To do that, I'll be using my cuff, my ruler. Just draw. This is my bust point. Then I'll connect it towards my towards the middle of my armhole. Just gently connect it. I've connected that. So on this line from the nipple point across that middle of our armhole, just measure, just place your tape measure on that place that those lines intersect, like this place, then mark 1 inch. 1 inch. We are going to draw another armhole. I'm going to draw another armhole. I'm going to draw another armhole. Then the next thing we are going to do now is that we are going to insert our darts. So now I'll be inserting my darts from my under bust. I will come down by ½ inch. I'll be using another color chalk, so it will be clear. So I came down by ½ inch, by 1.5 inch. It's okay for my bust point. Then from there I'll be taking 0.5 at the both sides of this my dart line. This line I'll be taking ½ inches. So I will now connect it. I will gently slant my hand towards this one, then just connect it like this. Connect this one as well. So the next thing now, this sharp point of my nipple point, so I will be making it a bit curved. Just use my chalk to blend it. So you can see I've blended this place now. So the next thing now is to cut out my blouse. Hope you can see it clearly. You see it. So I'll be cutting it out. The reason why I added 1 inch to the side parts of, I added it so that by the time you are joining your princess dart, you won't have a kind of challenge, the challenge of one part is shorting to the other side. You understand? So that it will not be short. That is the reason I added 1 inch to that side, to make it easy to stitch it together. Because there's no how you can do it. The side must be shorter to the front part. What I'm going to do now is that I will mark my bust point here. I'll mark it here because of my darts. I'll mark it here. Note there's difference between the front and the back dart. The back dart is going to start from my nipple point at the back. So here is it. This for the back dart. You just take half inch at the both side. Then you gently slant your hand towards this line. That is nipple point. It shows that the back dart is longer than the front dart. Let's just this is back dart. So I'll get it back to cut it out. I want to cut my pieces together. So now the next thing is to cut my pieces. Yes. This for the side. Then for the front, I want us to know that this line indicates the back. This line indicates our back arm. So I'll be cutting it off now. Is it? Then this is our front arm, which shall be cutting out as well. This is the back. This is back part. So I'll just cut it like this. Take it, that's that small part. That's the bottom line to the front part. Now I'm done with the cutting of my princess cards. So the next thing now I want to show us the outcome of our cutting. This is for the front. Yeah. So here is it. By the time we join it together, we just trim off the essence of this side. It's better to have excess than shortage. So that is for the front. Then for the back, same thing as well. This for the back. This for the back. Thanks for watching. The next thing I'll just go on machine. I will run a stitch toward this line like this. I will join my princess darts with the body. Then I'll do the same thing to the front. Then I'll bring it back to us to see what we arrive at. Thanks for. Now I've joined my top together. See, this is the front. I've joined it. I've ironed it. So this is the essence. Here is the essence that remains from it. I'll just trim it off now. I'll just trim it off. It's better to have essence than shortage. Is it? Then for the back, there's one thing I'm supposed to explain to us before stitching. There's something I want us to take note about this back part. From this waistline, I'll be coming up by 1 inch. Then I'll slant my hands towards the side. Then I'll cut it off. The reason why I'm doing that, to avoid unnecessary zip bulk. That is the reason I'm doing that. Inward like this, 1 inch. Then just use my ruler to slant it towards the, just slant my hand towards the side. Then I'll cut it off. So I've cut out the 1 inch. Here is it. So the next thing I'll be cutting my peplum. Now the next thing is to cut my flare. This is the remaining fabric. Here is my fabric. So I folded my fabric into 4 now. Then I will place it. I will fold this one over it again. That will be in 8 places. My fabric is folded. I have a tutorial on how to cut 360 flare. Then I will be dropping the link below. Then you will know how to calculate your flare, how we got that 5. So from here now, I'll just place my tape measure. Measuring, I'll be using 8.5. Use 8.5. That is 8.5. So the next thing I'll be cutting out my peplum. Cutting the down parts. I'll be taking one, I'll be taking half inch from this measurement. I'll just mark it round. That is where I'm cutting. So that will serve as a sewing allowance. So I'm going to open this close. Here is it. These are peplum. So this is outcome of our blouse here. Is it? I've joined the sides, then I've stitched our peplum. Here is it. So the next thing I'll be inserting my zip. I'll be using this zip. I'll go and stitch my zip and my sleeve at the same time. You can put any sleeve of your choice. You can put any sleeve of your choice. So back, here is the outcome of our top. Here is it. This is my peplum. This is the back. This is the front. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to support us. No, you can't just do it without you. We need you guys. Let's rock it together. Eh?